Hi everybody, quick reminder, don't forget to check out the on-screen end cards towards the end of the video, as well as the merch shelf and links down in the description below to explore my new OUTCAST comic book series. And I just have to say that I genuinely appreciate all of the support that's been shown for this new adventure. Now I hope you're having a great day, and let's just dive in to my part 2 of DC Comics' physically strongest characters. This time I think I'll make you all proud, because we have a nice little mixture of obscure and fan favorite characters here. So, at number 25, we have Damage, Ethan Avery, who was a soldier through the quote-unquote Damage Project that was given the ability to transform into a monstrous behemoth for 1 hour per day. In this form, he possesses immense strength and durability, capable of fighting powerhouse heroes like Wonder Woman to a standstill. However, his power is severely limited by its short duration and his lack of control, making him a temporary but powerfully blunt instrument of destruction. At 24, we have Big Barda, a former member of Darkseid's elite female Furies. She's known as one of the most powerful of the new gods, and was trained by Granny Goodness, being a master combatant with strength and durability far exceeding a normal metahuman. Wielding her cosmic Mega Rod, she can project powerful energy blasts and open bone tubes for teleportation. It's very clear that she's a powerhouse at least on the level of Wonder Woman, bare minimum. Now, at 23, we have Solomon Grundy, born on a Monday. Cyrus Gold is a super zombie empowered by chaotic mystical energies. His strength levels vary wildly with each resurrection, but at times he's a street level brute, and at others he's been powerful enough to physically defeat the entire Justice League, including Superman and Alan Scott. His greatest power is his ability to always come back from death, often with a new personality and power level. Going on to 22, we have Lar-On, who is a Kryptonian who suffers from a unique form of lycanthropy. Under the light of a full moon, he transforms into a feral, werewolf-like creature. This condition combines the standard immense powers of a Kryptonian, being strength, speed, flight under a yellow sun, with the uncontrollable rage and ferocity of a werewolf, multiplying his normal powers and making him an incredibly dangerous and unpredictable physical threat. Now at 21, we have Hercules, who's the son of Zeus and the Olympian god of strength. Hercules is a demigod of immense power, and his power at least rivals that of Wonder Woman, and he's proven to be strong enough to physically match powerhouse Kryptonians like Superman and Supergirl in pure strength contests. As a divine being, he's immortal and possesses a millennia of combat experience, making him well worthy of a place on this list. At number 20, we have Magog. And the version we're referring to is Lance Corporal David Reed, who was transformed into the champion of the ancient god named Gog. As Magog, he possesses vast, immense strength, durability, and the ability to project powerful energy blasts from his staff. In the alternate Kingdom Come timeline, he was powerful enough to even kill Superman, albeit an older version. And in the main timeline, he's proven to be a formidable foe for the entire Justice Society of America. Now at 19, we have Atrocitus, who is the founder and leader of the Red Lantern Corps. Atrocitus is fueled by the immense rage of the massacre of his entire space sector. He's noted as being a powerhouse even without his Red Lantern ring, which, by the way, once he has that, grants him Kryptonian level strength and durability and allows him to spew Rage Plasma, a corrosive napalm-like substance that can burn even in the vacuum of space. Among many other feats, he's been shown to be at least powerful enough to have fought both Hal Jordan and Sinestro to a standstill simultaneously. Coming in at 18, we have the world killer known as Rain, who was a biological weapon engineered in a Kryptonian laboratory. Similar to Doomsday, she was created to be an unstoppable force. She possesses vast, immense strength, durability, and speed on par with Supergirl, whom, by the way, she nearly took out in their very first encounter. Rain's cruel intelligence and skill with bladed weapons make her an even deadlier combatant. So basically, she's Supergirl's Doomsday. So next, at 17, we have a Daxamite named Mon-El, whose physiology is nearly identical to a Kryptonian's. This grants him all the powers of Superman under a yellow sun. His only significant difference is a vulnerability to lead instead of kryptonite. Nevertheless, he's served as a member of the Legion of Superheroes and the Justice League, and his strength and power are consistently portrayed as being on the same level as the Man of Steel. Now at 16, we have Bizarro, who is an imperfect clone of Superman. He possesses all of Superman's powers, but they're often inverted, such as freeze vision instead of heat vision, and flame breath instead of freeze breath. His physical strength and durability, however, are a perfect match for Superman's, occasionally being shown slightly stronger, making him a terrifying physical threat whose childlike and unpredictable mind makes him impossible to reason with. Now at 15, we have Ultraman, the evil counterpart to Superman from Earth 3. Ultraman has all of Superman's powers, but with a twisted source. You see, he's actually weakened by yellow sunlight and is empowered by green kryptonite, which he often crushes and snorts to amplify his abilities. Yeah, dude is basically an addict of powdered kryptonite. But when it is consumed, he's every bit as strong as Superman, but lacks any of his moral restraints. Now at 14, we have Icon, whose real name is Arnis, and he was a stranded alien from the planet Terminus, whose powers activate upon reaching maturity. As Icon, he possesses a power set nearly identical to Superman's, including superhuman strength, flight, invulnerability, and the ability to fire powerful blasts of concussive energy. He has centuries of experience on Earth and is often regarded as Superman's equal in power. But next up, at 13, we have Shaggy Man, who is an artificial humanoid created with quote-unquote paragenetics, resulting in a mindless creature with unstoppable regenerative abilities and the strength to physically overwhelm the entire original Justice League combined. It cannot be stopped by brute force alone and can only be defeated by teleportation or transmutation, as it will regenerate from any physical damage instantly. For number 12, we have Wraith, who was introduced in Superman Unchained. This being is an alien whose powers are also tied to Earth, but on a much deeper level than Superman's. He can manipulate the planet's electromagnetic spectrum, allowing him to shut down all technology and see the entire energy spectrum. And he was portrayed as being physically stronger and more durable than Superman, easily defeating him in their initial confrontations. This was supposedly credited to the fact that he was on Earth much longer than Zeus, and he also derives his powers from the yellow sun, meaning that he had more time to absorb yellow sun radiation and hone his powers. Now at 11, we have a Daemonite lord named Helspont, who is an ancient and powerful alien being with immense psionic and physical abilities. He's a master of matter manipulation and energy projection, and his strength and power are so great that he was able to physically manhandle and defeat Superman with ease, even making the claim that the Man of Steel's power was insignificant compared to his own, although I don't know if I truly buy that. Nevertheless, at number 10, we have Rogol Zaar, an immensely powerful and brutal alien warrior. Now, it was retconned that he was the true architect of Krypton's destruction, and he was displayed as a physical powerhouse who's consistently fought and defeated both Superman and Supergirl simultaneously. His immense strength, durability, and cosmic battle axe make him one of the few beings that Superman genuinely fears in a physical confrontation, although admittedly, some of this may also be psychological. At number 9, we have Mr. Majestic, who is a cherubim warlord from the Wildstorm universe, which itself was later integrated into DC Comics. Now, Mr. Majestic possesses powers nearly identical to Superman's also. However, he has had thousands of years of combat experience, is a genius-level intellect that rivals Brainiac, and has demonstrated more precise control over his molecular and energy manipulation abilities. It's even been stated that some consider him to be Superman's superior in both strategy and raw power. But coming in at number 8, we have Mon-El. He's a Kryptonian from a forgotten era of Krypton's past, who possesses a unique mastery of his Kryptonian physiology. In addition to having the vast standard powers of his people, he has immensely powerful telekinesis, teleportation, and psionic abilities that allow him to reshape matter and perceive the fourth dimension. Put it this way, he was powerful enough to single-handedly defeat Superman, Superboy, and Supergirl at the same time. Now at 7, we have Grail, who is the daughter of Darkseid and the Amazonian assassin Marina. As a hybrid demigoddess and new god, she possesses vast superhuman strength, speed, and durability. She's also a master of dark magic and wields the anti-life equation. Her power and manipulation is so great that she was the architect behind the Darkseid War and successfully arranged the taking out of the Anti-Monitor himself. So at number 6, we have Zeus, the Earth 3 counterpart of Shazam, who was actually their version of Alexander Luthor. He would become empowered by speaking the magic word Zeus. And unlike Shazam, who is granted powers, Zeus' primary ability is to steal the powers of any superhuman being he defeats. During the Forever Evil storyline, he took out and absorbed the powers of multiple heroes and villains, including Ultraman, making him a being of immense, vast stolen abilities. Next up, we have Tribulus, which is a massive living weapon of almost incomprehensible power. Discovered on a mysterious far-off planet, this hairless, eyeless creature is a being of pure primal rage, who eventually fell under the control of Vril Dox II via a cybernetic implant. Its primary power is its immense physical strength and durability, which has been stated to surpass that of multiple Kryptonians under a yellow sun. It can also generate debilitating mental lightning to incapacitate foes, and due to its primal mind, it's highly resistant to telepathic influence, making it the perfect, loyal, and devastatingly effective heavy hitter. Also being noted as single-handedly turning the tide of cosmic battles for the rebels. So at number 4, we have Zeus, the Sky Father of the Olympian gods and the father of Wonder Woman. In DC, Zeus is a being of near limitless mystical power. He has complete command over lightning and the weather, and his physical strength is so great that he can trade blows with the most powerful beings in the universe. Over time, we've seen him easily defeat powerhouse characters such as Superman, and is considered an equal to other Sky Fathers like Highfather. So who could be above this at 3? Well, we have Starbreaker, who is a cosmic vampire who travels the universe consuming the energy of stars, planets, and entire civilizations to fuel his own power. When fully fed, his power is on a cosmic scale, allowing him to manipulate reality, project devastating energy blasts, and physically overpower entire teams of superheroes, including the Justice League and the Justice League of America, simultaneously. But even above him, at number 2, we have Golden Amazo, who is the ultimate evolution of Professor Ivo's android. This peak version of Amazo possesses the copied powers of the entire Justice League, but amplified to their theoretical maxes. And beyond that, if you can even say such a thing, he can duplicate any power he encounters instantly, and has the ability to manipulate time itself. He was so powerful that he defeated an army of superheroes from across time and could only be stopped when he willingly chose to shut himself down. Think about that. But coming in at number 1, we have Yuga, who is the original god of evil and the former patriarch of the new gods of Apocalypse and the father of Darkseid, whom, by the way, is terrified of his father. Yuga-Khan's power is so immense that it makes even Darkseid's look insignificant in comparison. He's easily the most powerful of the new gods to ever exist, and he's capable of manipulating the source itself, as well as him being so dangerous that his own ambition led him to be trapped within the source wall for a millennia, multiple times. When he briefly did escape the source wall, which by the way is a feat that only 1 or 2 beings have ever done, he single-handedly conquered Apocalypse and easily neutralized his son Darkseid's power with little to no effort. So yeah, dude is the definition of beast. Now, I hope everybody enjoyed this video and are somewhat satisfied with the characters I included in the list, even if you don't fully agree with their placement on the rankings, which by the way is not definitive. Either way, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to hype and subscribe to the new Sage.